All right, everyone, we're back for another episode of Dog Awful Betting. I'm here with my bet buddies. Today, I am at the Circa Sportsbook in downtown Las Vegas. One of the best sportsbooks you're probably ever going to be in. Um, I'm not sure how to turn my camera around, or I'd show you guys. The screen here is just phenomenal. If you're ever in Vegas, give it a look. It's freaking amazing. By far, like one of the best places to watch sports if you're going to watch sports. But what we're going to do today is we're just going to kind of recap everything we saw on Monday's game. Just kind of get our reaction and what we thought. We looks like we got four of us that you've seen before. We got a new one. We got this fat guy here, Fat Boy, is joining us today. Davey, you want to share a little bit about yourself, who your favorite team is, all that good stuff?
I'm a Packers. Fuck this year. Not be betting on much.
Say that again. Say it again. Cut out.
Said I'm a Packers fan. We ain't very good this year. We suck. I'll be betting them on them very much. That's all I got.
All right. So he's been on Rodgers nuts since like 09, so he ain't gonna quit.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the most previous game. Let's talk about Monday night game. What do you guys think of that ending to the game? With Russell not getting the chance to go for 4th and 5, and then kicking the field goal. What do you think, Doss?
I didn't agree with it whenever I saw it, and then I heard Hackett talking. I guess today he came out and said that their number was the 46-yard line. Like, I don't even know how that even makes sense. Like he said once they got to the 46, no matter what it was, that was where they were kicking it from. I saw McManus hasn't hit a field goal over 55 yards in 2+ years. So I don't understand. I mean, they paid the guy over $200 million, and they're not letting him try to get 5 yards. I just don't. With 3 timeouts left, I just didn't get that. I don't understand. I don't know how else to say it. I just don't understand what he was thinking. I mean, there's a minute left. You have 3 timeouts left. Call a timeout at a minute, and if you still want to kick it, kick it. But once it goes down to 20 seconds, you have no choice. I don't know. I didn't get it at all. That was one of the worst coaching decisions I think I've ever seen.
I mean, to be fair, it's his very first game as a head coach. I mean, do we expect it to be flawless?
Well, I expect him to know that's not the call you make. I mean,
there's no guarantees they're going to make 4th and 5th anyway.
Well, I agree, but McManus hasn't hit one over 55 in 2 years. I think the field goals over 60 are like 2 and 41 or something. I guess I can understand it if there was like 15 seconds left and they were waiting, but when it got to 4th and 5, there was literally a minute on the clock and they had 3 timeouts. Like that.
Timeouts
to
mean nothing.
To me, that's inexcusable.
Timeouts mean nothing at 4th
It's inexcusable.
Timeouts to me mean nothing when they're 4th down. They still got to convert that 4th down. So he still gave his team a chance to win. I get it. He hasn't hit one in 2 years, but he probably nails them in practice. Which I get it. They're practicing in Denver with the thin air. I get it, but he knows what his kicker is capable of. He's still giving his team a chance to win.
I don't know. I can tell you right now, if that was the Chiefs and Andy Reid did that, I would be hot as a fan. I mean, golly, that's so stupid. I mean,
I agree with you, Doss.
I
agree with you.
That was the wrong call.
I agree with you. I think it's going to be interesting.
So no big deal.
I think it's going to be interesting the rest of the year. I feel like how much trust does your coach have in your quarterback that you paid all this money for? Like, like Doss said, they paid this guy a lot of money, and it's going to be interesting how this rest of this year goes out for the Broncos. I mean, you're just going to do this game in, game out. They're going to have more tight games at the end of the game, and you're going to have to trust your quarterback to get the play done and not your kicker to kick a 60-yarder every time. So good luck this season. I hope you all lose. Yeah, 64, whatever.
All right. I mean, like I said, he's a new coach, first game. Like I think people make too much of a big deal about it. Personally.
What if they go 9-8 and miss the playoffs by a game?
I mean, it's Seattle. We've already talked about this in our division preview. They're probably only going to win 6 games anyway. Give them one.
I'm talking about Denver.
Denver. Oh, are they really going to win 9 games in this division?
But that's my point. If they get to 9 and they miss the playoffs by a game,
if they can't beat Seattle, they're not going to beat Raiders, Chargers, and Chiefs.
Maybe not, but it's still.
So it's a moot point.
I don't know. I just think that was a bad call.
Like I said, I see both sides of it, but I just think that he's a rookie coach, first game. I mean, he's still tech. What if he makes what if Russ Wilson goes for it and they don't, the people are going to be bitching that he didn't kick the field goal.
No. He had 3. They could have called 3 timeouts. They could have run up to the ball, ran a play. They run a play so you have 50 seconds left. They still had 3 timeouts. If they don't get the 4th down, they have 3 timeouts, and then if they get the ball back, I don't know. I think you have to put the ball in the $250 million man's hands. It's that simple.
Wait, were you saying something, Davey?
I said it was piss poor clock management. Awesome.
I agree with that it was bad clock management, but at the same time, there's no guarantees Russ is going to make 4th and 5th.
I get that, but like Doss said, there was a minute left. You don't make it. You got 3 timeouts. Now, obviously, your defense has got to go 3 and out, but you ain't going to run. Time for Wilson. On the other hand, legs with a little right.
You're cutting out really bad, Dave. You can't hear me.
Yeah, David cuts out for me.
Try talking slower.
Lips are moving, but there ain't nothing coming out of that thing.
I live out the country, man. I don't got good service.
We usually tell Shane to talk a little slower because he has the same issue and it kind of helps.
Slower.
Yeah, like that. Is there any other games you guys want to discuss over the weekend that kind of surprised you?
Yeah, the Rams suck.
Yeah, Rams are worse than I thought they were. That's for sure.
I mean, are they really that bad? I mean, aren't the Bills the Super Bowl favorite? It doesn't mean the Rams are that bad.
No, they'll be fine. Just like the Broncos, they'll be fine.
Bengals offensive line surprised me. They were terrible. I thought that was supposed to be an upgrade, and they were terrible. They might as well just sign me out there to protect Joe Burrow because they couldn't get the run game going. They couldn't get nothing going. I thought the offensive line was just awful, atrocious. So my pick for the Bengals this year ain't looking so good, but hopefully something can get turned around because their offensive line was
your
terrible.
pick ain't doing so good. Imagine that.
The rest of them are doing great. Just that one ain't looking good.
Oh, really? How'd the bets go?
Yeah, bets
and
go
then,
Sunday. Let's
everyone's bets go Sunday.
How many bets did you make Sunday, Shane?
I only made like 7 bets, but there were a lot of parlays.
Did you win any? Did you win any?
And teasers.
Oh,
no, I didn't win. I won 0.
Oh,
0. I got as many wins as the Broncos does. I got as many wins as the Rams does. I got as many wins as the Bengals does. All of them. All right.
Okay,
that's all good.
We're just checking in with you. That's all.
So Yeah, it's all right. I'm a little sideways right now, but I'll bounce back.
Definitely
I just
sideways.
think that the Bengals are terrible right now, but they'll bounce back. The Patriots are going to finish one of the bottom in this league. They look like trash. Vikings are here to play. The 49ers, I don't trust their quarterback for nothing. And
I
the
said that
Chiefs
on the
just look
division
better and
preview.
better. Better than what I thought they'd be.
Trey Lance is awful.
They better go to Jimmy G,
What? Yeah, Jimmy G.
or they're in trouble.
You can't tell off that. You cannot tell off that game.
Agree with Davey.
There was a lot of rain, but it was the Bears.
The Bears
Oh,
what?
Don't
Surprise
matter.
you?
No, I'm saying Davey said you can't go off that game, and I said the weather was trash, but
Yeah.
it's still the Bears.
It don't matter. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I think they got to win that game no matter what. That's a game you got to win.
They let the Bears score 19 unanswered points.
Yeah.
My bet on that game was like a death from paper cuts. It was ridiculous.
Me too.
You know, one game that
Hey, I made
surprised
money
me
this week. So.
was the Commanders. Carson Wentz went.
I think that they might win their division.
Commanders.
Yeah,
Well, now that Dak's out, yeah.
I don't think even with Dak, Cowboys suck.
Cowboys are
Cowboys
terrible.
are
I agree.
out. It's going to obviously come down between them and Philadelphia, but I'm telling you, Washington defense is going to be legit by the end of the season.
Yeah,
They're going to probably win that division.
I think their offense is right there. I think if Wentz can play like this all season, yeah, I think they'll be there. They surprised me. I mean, they were playing the Jags. Jags are awful, but
Thing about Wentz is he's going to throw some picks. I mean, that's just what he does.
through two
But
Sunday.
If he can throw 2, 3, 4 touchdowns a game and try to limit it to 1 or 2 picks, they're going to be all right. They got a running back. They're getting ready to get their other running back back. They got wide receivers. They got some good wide receivers that people are overlooking. They're tough. Their defense is tough. They're tough. They got good O-line. They're good. I'm not sold on Philly. I'm not sold on Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, me either. Shane loves them. Shane,
Oh,
they're the,
I just
they're
think
the
the
darling
team,
of the
I think
NFL
the team
this
is
year.
going to do good this year. They have a terrible schedule, but I mean, I'm not saying I'm a huge Hurts fan. I just think they're going to have a great season. But it's the NFC, so I think it's anybody's ball game.
Shane,
Man,
this man let Tua Tagovailoa take his spot in college. He sucks. Tua's terrible.
what's Carson Wentz
Wentz
ever
sucks.
done for the? What's Carson Wentz ever done? Took he
Well,
wasn't even good
They
enough
won,
to
they
make
won
the
a Super
team
Bowl
for the
year.
Colts. Yeah, he can't even.
He'll be all right.
Oh, and then the one year we have Wentz, and then we have the quarterback for the Eagles. Oh, we're gonna switch you out, Wentz. We don't need you. We need the backup to come and play in the Super Bowl. Thanks.
Well, it was
All right,
Big
Wentz,
Dick
you're a
Nick.
good man.
It's because he was hurt, you dipshit.
Yeah, he got him there. He
Yeah.
won the MVP.
No shit.
What are you
But he
talking
was
about?
healthy when they were playing.
He won the MVP.
Yeah.
Who won
That
the
year, he
MVP?
won the MVP.
Carson Wentz.
Wentz.
He never won the MVP.
Yeah, he did.
Wentz.
Didn't he?
He was in consideration for it, but he didn't win it because he got
I
hurt.
thought he won it the year he got hurt.
Oh,
Had he
I'll
not
look
got
it up.
hurt, he'd have won MVP.
I'll look it
I
up.
thought he won it that year.
I don't remember any Wentz MVP ever in my life.
Yeah, he didn't win MVP.
He didn't. I for some reason I thought that he won it because he got hurt
No.
real late in the year.
I don't remember what year it was, but Brady won in 2017, Mahomes 18, Jackson 19, Rodgers 2020, Rodgers 21.
It would have been 15 or 16.
It was in
Okay.
18.
I
So
will
it was
say-
17.
Cam Newton and Matt
AJ Brown
Ryan.
looked like
Cam Newton won it in 15 and Ryan won it in 16, so he didn't win an MVP.
No, he got votes.
I
Yeah,
will
he
say
made- yeah,
this.
he got voted.
AJ
He
Brown
got
looked
votes
like a beast.
despite tearing his ACL.
What? that
What?
did?
Yeah, he didn't.
AJ Brown looks like a beast right now.
He's gonna
He's
get
not-
hurt. He's gonna get hurt. He can't stay
He
healthy.
ain't gonna get hurt.
He's Julio Jones Jr. Julio's already hurt. Are you serious?
He's a new Megatron.
Who is?
AJ Brown, baby.
No, he ain't. Julio 2.0.
All I can say is Jefferson's making my offensive NFC pick looking good. Them Vikings to that offense, look out.
Jefferson.
Jefferson's a stud too.
That whole goddamn division.
Same with
What?
the obvious.
That whole division. Back.
Change with the obvious. You mouthed me last week that when I said the Vikings could have one of the top offenses, and you guys laughed at me. Now this week, oh, Shane with the obvious, they have one of the best offenses.
They had one last year when they played good. Why is that a surprise?
In the league for the NFC, and they both said that's a laugh.
Remix Davies at it again.
Spin the turntable.
That boy Freeze up there, he just can't get it.
Fat Boy Freeze. I love it. Fat Boy Freeze. Fat Boy Freeze. Oh, shit. That tickled. Oh, shoot. All right, let's talk about that. Oh, shoot. What do we want to talk about? Any more games you guys want to discuss before we move on?
I don't think I have anything really.
No, other than I just think the NFC's junk and the AFC is just really good. That's all I got. I mean, I just think that whoever is coming out of the AFC is going to win the Super Bowl. I just don't see a team in the NFC competing with any of the AFC teams
Just say
at all.
Chiefs. You know what you want to say.
Well, I know that's an obvious pick, but I'm just saying I think that the top five
They ain't gonna
AFC
beat the Bills,
teams,
bro.
I just don't see a lot of those teams competing. I don't see any NFC competing with those top five AFC teams.
Yeah, they
Bills
couldn't
are your
compete
Super
last
Bowl.
year either.
Bills are your Super Bowl winners, bud.
Who? The Bills? Yeah, they're in the AFC. That's fine. I'm saying there is no NFC team that can compete with an AFC team in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Disagree.
NFC won it last year. What are you talking about?
I know. I'm saying this year it ain't happening.
Oh, boy.
And if someone, who would you say is the best NFC team right now?
Oh, heck, I don't even know.
Based on week one,
Yeah,
Buccaneers.
The Buccaneers, and I don't think the Buccaneers are beating the Bills. I don't think they're beating the Chiefs. I don't think they're beating
You can do
any
anything
of those
in one.
top five.
You can do anything in one football game. There'll be plenty of
Like
changes.
Foles.
Exactly, yeah. Long way to go. Patty gonna go down with an ankle injury this year. Watch.
Well, yeah, they'll be singing a different tune next week when the Chargers beat the Chiefs by about 30.
Ooh.
We'll get to that game.
Yeah, we'll get to
Chargers
that.
ain't winning this week, bud.
All right. No, so if we're not gonna talk anymore about last week, I guess we'll end this one and then we'll come back and we'll do the Chiefs Chargers next. All right, peace out, guys.
Good boys.